I'm going to put in a Footwell illumination kit, a genuine Subaru OEM kit to put blue lights under the dash there. This should fit in any Impreza model from 2017 to 2022, and it should also fit 2018 Crosstreks through 22, as they're practically the same vehicle. If your interior looks like mine on your Crosstrek 2, it'll work. So let's do this. This is what comes with the kit here. You get the harness, you got the two LEDs, one for each side, a pile of zip ties, a bracket for your right side light. You got some adhesive back foam for a couple spots, hardware of sorts, and you'll see a little bracket that comes with this kit here, this little plastic snap. That's not used on the Impreza model or the Crosstrek. This kit is also used on other models, probably the Legacy, the Ascent, the Outback, things like that, but that's not needed. For tools, you can get yourself a side cutters, because when you put your zip ties on, you'll need to cut the ends off. Get this pry tool. There's a couple things in the dash there that you need to remove with that, along with a Phillips screwdriver. I believe a number 2 Phillips should be fine. 2 sockets, an 8mm and a 10mm, and I'm using those with a nut driver over here, and get yourself a little ratchet too, just in case. And then I have a 10mm on my drill there. Not required to have a drill, but handy if you got it. And a light if you're working in the dark over there, which I might be. Let's get started. First step, disconnect your negative battery terminal, because on the right side of the dash you're going to be working right near the airbag inflator, one of them. You don't want that going off in your face. It's over here on the right side of the engine bay. Next step is removing this dash cover on the left-hand side, the driver's side, so we can get access to the wiring and the fuse panel inside there. You can get it in there one way, and I believe you can reach in through here too. You're going to be messing around with that wiring there for the harness. Now on the passenger side here, we're going to remove a couple of things. First, this glove box door, and then you're going to have to remove this trim panel right here too. This pries right off once you start getting the glove box removed. As far as the box itself, there's going to be this little shock absorber you remove. You just pull that out like that. And on the glove box itself, there's going to be this guy right here, and one on the other side too that you can't see, but they're holding the box in place. If you pull on the edge, it will release them like that, so the whole box will just come falling off. All right, this comes off. Now, we'll look underneath here. I'm going to try to take my pry tool at this edge here and pry it out. This, I believe the retainers are in this way, so it should come out nearly horizontal from the dash here. Let's start this edge here and see how it goes. That in. Oh. Okay. Well, okay, yeah. Pry straight towards the back of the passenger seat. By the way, that little dash piece I just took off has this lip on the edge here that tucks under the right side dash cover. To help aid and put that back on, just remove this cover by pulling on that edge. This whole inner glove box bracket here has 7 Phillips screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and the 7th one was under that plate you took off right there. Oops, one last thing. Pull this harness off for the glove box light. Just realized I need a flathead screw to release this. It's this white tab, you push down on it, and then it should pop out. Alright, back on the bench, get your bracket, grab one of your LED lights, they're the same assembly there, and put this in at a right angle to the bracket, and then it should twist and snap into place like that. Oh, and grab these little nuts and washers. Alright, with this LED assembly I put together, we're going to move over to this driver's side now that we have all the dash apart as much as we need to. We're going to reach under here, and I'll see if I can get a good angle here. Right next to the OBD port, there's going to be under the dash. See if I can't find him with the camera here. Ah, yes, I've been looking right at him the whole time. So there's going to be this little rubber cap here, and right here, this is where that LED is going to install. You pull these little rubber caps off. Kind of a twist and pull maneuver. Expose those studs, and we'll install that light on there. Like so. Next step, I got my harness out and the zip ties. On this harness, you'll see these two big connectors over here. I think those plug over here to the fuse box area. This stays on the left side of the dash, and then over here, this smaller end will route to the passenger side through the center console over here. And you'll see a series of white marks like here and stuff like that. That's where you're going to put your zip ties once you get it up in the place, and I'll show you how that goes as I put it up. I'll start with this end of the connector here for the passenger side light, and I'm going to try to snake this through the center console here. And if I look just right, you can see all the way through. Put your head under the dash, you can see through the console over to the glove box area over there. I'm trying to focus on. I'm going to shove it through there and hope I can get it. So far so good. I had to lean over the console, do this blindly, snake it through with my left hand, and then come over here and reach under the dash and try to grab the harness through the right side here. Passenger side. Now here's the harness. Now this needs to be routed in a way that kind of follows other wiring under here, like for the blower motor and stuff like that. It's going to follow this harness here, this wire. Oh, through this bracket, I made a mistake. I probably should have put this wire on the back side of this metal bracket, but honestly, it's going to be fine. Nothing's going to hurt it right there. Anyway, when you go to zip tie this down, you're going to see little white tape marks, like I say. Start at the farthest one away from the driver's side dash over there. So we'll start with this first white tape line you come to after this harness end. Zip tie it. Locate this tab right here on the blower. Go directly down from there, and that's where you put your first zip tie. I'll snug that down. And leave it kind of loose a little bit until you get the whole wire situated. Line that up, and then follow this harness up with this wire here. Zip tie it down. There's going to be another zip tie right here. You can either put this zip tie right above it or right below it. Either way is going to be fine. Snug it down, and then snake this over here to this big harness right here and zip tie to that. You use the yellow tape mark here because I guess that's for zip ties too. Snug it there. And the instructions weren't 100% clear, but it says to use a zip tie back here. There's my light fell. But there's a metal bracket right here. If I can get that light to stay focused there. I zip tied the wire just around this metal bracket here. And that should be it for the passenger side. Just snug those zip ties down and cut off the ends, and we'll move to the driver's side. Well, next step is actually just wrapping up the passenger side altogether. So we'll just put the LED in this connector on the end of that harness you just put in. Snap her in. And have your glove box inner bracket assembly, what have you, at the ready. See if we can't get some light over here. And I need to do this off camera, but there's going to be a hole right here on the glove box, and that this will twist and turn into, just like on the metal bracket on the driver's side. I'll put that in, and then I should be able to prop this all up and put it back into place. And Just like that. By the way, when you go to put this back in, don't forget to plug your glove box light back in here. Alright, trim piece. It goes in about this way. And glove box. Just lift up until it holds itself. Don't forget your little shock thinger. Passenger side done. Okay, this is coming from the center console from the passenger side and then over to the driver's area here. The first one, you'll see the white mark. I put a zip tie there. On the second one, you'll put it on this, well, you're supposed to put it on that yellow band, but it doesn't quite meet up with this ignition harness attached to, but you can get close enough to it. And then remember, while you're at it, plug into your LED there. Third one and final one hooks to this yellow wire under the dash. It's right behind your OBD2 port. And once you got those all secured down, snipped off, route the rest of the harness right in front of that would be the fuse panel right there. You open the fuse access on the front of the dash and then pull your harness out into that. Yeah, so the instructions had me pull off this side cover for the dash here, and you don't need to do that. What you need to do is to plug in this harness, you need to access the back connector of this dimmer switch. And you can do that by pulling your fuse access right here. And if you push out, there it is. Pretty quick. Coming up on the home stretch here, I got my dimmer panel and whatnot out. Now you take your flathead screwdriver, turn this thing 90 degrees counterclockwise. You'll see this tab here. You push that into the flathead and it should pop right out. Okay, with that out, plug this into your new harness, and then you plug the other end of your new harness into the dimmer switch. If I can just situate these things. All right. Oh, one more step. Once you get these the factory harness hooked up to the new connector, wrap that in that large piece of foam. And it says to wrap the other connectors in the smaller pieces of foam that came with it too, but I don't think that's really necessary. I'm not going to do it. We got the main one that's going to cause rattles, so we should be good to go after that. Now, let's hook up some battery and try it. Let's try her out. Oh, okay, that's a good sign. We got light here, we got light there. Excellent. All right, let's try the old dimmer control. Just as intended. Very cool. I'm gonna call that done. Well, very cool. I'm happy with that install. It went not too badly. If you weren't sitting and making a video like I was, it'd probably take about, I don't know, hour and a half or so to do the job start to finish. It's not too bad. Just a few simple hand tools, like I say. I'm really happy with the result, even though it's one little LED. It's not super bright and overpowering. It leaves a nice dim ambient glow in there in the car. So kind of a cool mod you can buy from Subaru. Recommended. So if you want to try this yourself on your Crosstrek or Impreza, I hope this video helps you out. Thanks for watching.